while you guys were talking.
I love it, man. It's a glitch in the matrix, and we got the legendary Jake Sharpe up in the cut, coming in to check out. What's up, my man? How we doing?
Good. The aliens have invaded. It
started. Bro. It started. We're coming from the 28th dimension. We're invading from Nibiru. Screw the Anunnakis. It's all about the Alien X aliens. Love it, man. Hey, I saw you on a live stream with Brandon this morning. How did that go?
Good. I think it went pretty well. I hope so.
That's good. That's good.
From what I saw, it was awesome stream.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I caught the second half. I was sleeping when you guys started.
Listen, can I just say as well? I watched it, and one thing I like about, and it's you see it a lot in Titanx ecosystem, is you and Brandon did blatantly disagree on something, and you didn't, normally people in crypto argue, kick off, but you both had your conversation, you both talked about it, and then you still had your individual opinion and carried on, and it's all sweet. You see that a lot in the Titanx ecosystem, which obviously shows from what we're building as well. So yeah, it was a really good stream. Anyone that's not watched it, definitely go and watch it.
Yeah, nice. No, it's awesome, man. And I spoke to Brandon, and he loves Titanx. He loves the ecosystem. He loves the support for development, and he's really excited to build Morpheus on top of Titanx. And I really like Morpheus just from the branding, because anything Matrix gets an A+ in my book. Doesn't matter what character it is or whatnot. If he's got the Matrix, I'm all about it, baby. But I think ultimately, I'm really excited to see what he brings, because he has an extremely creative mind, and he really he approaches things from a much different perspective than the average crypto guy. And those types of guys who have the very innovative thought process typically really, really surprise you with the type of projects they bring out. Jake, any thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, we were talking in the back room after the stream. There's some cool shit coming on Morpheus. And when he announces it, people are going to be like, okay, this is a fucking cool idea. So it's going to be nice.
Yeah, man.
And most would.
Yeah, man. I agree, man. And honestly, he did tell me some things, and we can't put it out. Go ahead. He did tell me some things, and I'm excited to see it roll out, man, because I think his Morpheus project is just a start, and then it's going to be a continuous cycle of new innovative stuff being built on top of it. So good stuff across the board. Yeah, guys.
Alien X is going well. Like 185 billion Titanx has gone into Alien in the first 2 hours. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's about $250,000 in dollar amount, just for you guys, for you guys trying to do the math on that. It's actually looking pretty good. And then keep in mind, 20% of this is just going to burn Titanx right off the market. So it's really exciting. And the Mo showed this awesome graph about, I still have it right here. He's showing this awesome graph about the future mintable Titanx supply. And so this cycle is going to end close to the middle of December, and that's when we start to see the supply just drop off a cliff coming out in the future. So the timing of this is perfect. The stars align with astrology, numerology, and hey man, the numbers make sense. So we're gonna break the matrix, and we're invading from Nibiru, from the 28th dimension.
I mean, numerology is good. Count me in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So good stuff, man. So I just want to run through one more quick thing, just through the white paper, and then we'll get into the BSing around. Just kidding. But just want to let you guys know, just a breakdown, 20% is going to get sent into the Buy Inferno vault. So keep in mind, a lot of this is going to go in, buy Inferno, prop up that ecosystem, and then it's going to use that stored value to burn Alien X in the future. 20% Alien X buy and burn. There's going to be a cycle every week of the amount of Alien X bought and burn off the market. 20% Titanx burn, and then we got 8% sent to the Inferno burn 2.0, and then 8% sent to the Flux Inferno buy and burn. This is going to be used to help out with the LP between Flux and Inferno, and then it's also going to be used to burn Inferno. So not only are we buying Inferno up, we're also burning it to increase the value of those burns into the future. That's the theory. 2% goes to a pull and burn, and then 6% goes straight to Genesis. Now, the Alien X buy and burn, this is going to be a weekly burn schedule. So of all that 28% that comes in, 14.1% of that is going to be burned every single week. And starting on Thursday, we'd do 2.6%, Friday, 2.8%, Saturday, 2.8%, Sunday, 0.8%, Monday, 0.8%, Tuesday, 1.7%, Wednesday, 2.6%. All that add up to 8s because of numerology, of course. And then, so we're burning from the Titanx side. And then the remaining 85.9% that's left over gets rolled over to the next week. The reason why we do this rollover is to increase the value of that buy and burn from the Titanx side in the foreseeable future, so that when we get to the later stages of the mint cycle, the burns theoretically are going to be much more. That's the theory behind this. Now, next thing, of all that Inferno being bought off from the market, there's going to be a 0.88% burn from Inferno to Alien X. So that's going to be propagated out into the future. And it's also going to add to the amount of Alien X burned every single week. So this is what I call a dual wield buy and burn. On top of that, we do have a tax allocation. There's going to be a 2.08% tax on buys and sells and transfers. That tax is broken down to 50% of it. It's going to have Alien X burned forever. And then 50% of that Alien X is going to be sent to an Alien X LP to help out with the liquidity liquidity pairs. Excuse me, trip up on my words. So, and we also have audits done for this project. So we have 2 audits ready to rock and roll. You guys can check it out here on the white paper. So across the board, guys, great protocol. Really excited to see how this dual buy and burn is going to play out. And I think it's going to be great. Jake, I'm really curious. What do you think about this Memefy sector being built up on top of Inferno? What's your overall thoughts and opinions of it?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think Memefy is pretty awesome because it's simple to understand. It brings in a different crowd of people, definitely a different crowd of people. Because you have protocols like Ouroboros, relatively advanced to understand. It's like hardcore DeFi. But that Memefy is like easier for retail to understand. It's a fair opportunity. It's essentially a meme that is easily brandable, easy to share, works very similarly to a meme, but has that hyper-deflationary Titanx backing and buy and burns in the background. I like it because it still has all the power of a meme, just with better backing. I like it. It's good and fair launch.
Yeah, it's great, man. And you know, this market, I know we spoke about this in past slashing, but this is for all the new people that haven't heard this explanation. This is a meme coin market. Me and Trey Souls, we go crazy in meme coins. There's actually one point where we looked at our wallets, dude, and we're just like, bro, what the heck are we buying? We bought some weird stuff. It was insane. And that's when it clicked for me. These meme coins are building these brands and they're building on top of these brands. And that's how they establish themselves in the market because of what we've seen with like VC funds. The thing about Titanx is it's such a unique ecosystem and unique project that already identified the issues with VC unlocks and these companies just dumping tokens on their investors and their buyers and retail. And so that's why so many people like meme coins and whatnot. But on the flip side, we see a lot of rug pulls with meme coins and all the sketchiness. So when the Blaze team came out with Inferno, I thought it was a phenomenal idea. And with Alien X, it takes all the best components, adds on top of it, and adds this crazy approach to a new industry building on top of Titanx. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's good. So the dual buy and burn on Alien X, I like. Another thing that could be interesting is, so a portion goes to liquidity. Have you thought about adding liquidity to all the hyper-deflationary assets and build on Titanx?
Yes, sir. That's our goal, man.
Okay, nice.
That's our goal.
Yeah, because then you have our bots just feeding the burn. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And on top of that, when you have that many market makers, it's just going to increase the burn indirectly. So yeah, great. Yeah, no, great idea. So, and here's the other thing I was also looking at for, especially for Inferno. I'm gonna come over to Element 280, and shout out to the dude. Awesome guy. Reminds me of Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Just kidding. But just taking a look at some of these stats, I really enjoy just looking at the Element 280 stats. And if I come over here to the buy and burn, the Inferno, They have over 130 billion Titanx that's going to be used to burn Inferno right off the market. So this is absolutely crazy. Trey Souls, any thoughts on this, my man?
Well, first off, I think shout out to the dude. Somebody else said it already. This is a top-notch UI. This thing is so sick, super nice. But again, look, I mean, here we are, bro. It's like the perfect storm. Seeing MemeFi and NFT, all of this stuff crossing together to accomplish one goal, man. And all at hyper-deflation time. Look, man, it's really simple for me at this point. Now it's just decide where do I want to put a little bit of Titanx. So, I mean, look, guys, Element 280 is a solid choice. And I think Chris has been preaching it on live streams for the past 2 months. This thing is going to be a pillar, a cornerstone in the Helios and Titanx ecosystem. So, man, I'm bullish. And I was on there yesterday playing around with Titanx. So yeah, bro, love it.
Yeah, I look at the stats for Element 280. The stats page.
Gotcha.
The supply stats also look very interesting because our bots are arbing all the pairs. So a large percentage has been burned. This is the tax burn and the buy and burn.
Wow.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And, you know, I'm looking at so we got Alien X coming out. It's going to buy up a bunch of Inferno. And then they're burning, I think it's like between 100 and 150K worth of Inferno in the foreseeable future. So I think just for Inferno, this is like the craziest catalyst point, especially for this little sub ecosystem within the Titanx matrix. So it's phenomenal across the board, man. I love this project, dude. I might try to go mint another NFT before they close, or actually before Titanx goes crazy, because 10 billion Titanx is a lot, and I'm sure it's going to get crazy in the future. So, yeah. So, yeah, guys, really good stuff. And then just taking a look at the price chart right now. So we're coming down. Hopefully that wasn't a double top. So we'll have to see. I want to take a look at the MACD real quick, because what I find with the MACD, it's going to show you when. Oh, okay, here we go. So we're still in a bullish divergence on the daily for Inferno, and we still broke the RSI. So the RSI came up, boom, back tested, boom. Yeah, so it looks like the Inferno chart has a confirmed breakout. I'm just curious to see if it can get up here and pass 2.6. So it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. But overall, man, I love this chart. And if you look at all the other Titanx charts, it looks absolutely beautiful. So yeah, good stuff, man. So cool. So real question now is, Mo, when are you launching your project, man?
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's all you're getting. You're getting that. We'll see.
That's all we're getting.
No alpha, no, come on, dude. We need alpha.
There's a Dong X out there, but it's not mine. I already saw there's a Dong X page. I'm like, that's not me. I did not do that. I'll actually let you guys know if I do something. I did not do that. 100%. I'm not.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw that. I think we're getting this point where there's going to be a lot of memes that are going to launch on top of Titanx. And I guarantee you when Titanx goes viral, there's going to be hundreds of these coins from Anon developers launching on top and doing all this craziness. Jake, any thoughts on this?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I was looking on chain. DongX is from Rudy.
Oh,
is it really?
Motherfucker. That motherfucker.
Yep.
Of course.
Did he really launch that?
That's too fucking funny.
I'm almost 100% certain because the on-chain activity is the same as the JKX launch.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's weaponized autism in effect.
I love that line. God, and then y'all pulled me on stream while I was repeating it to one of the seniors. I thought it was so funny. And then I was
That's crazy. Is there like a tax on this token? Is there a tax on DongX? Okay. Because I'm looking at.
Are you already degenning and you're looking at DongX now? Get out of here. Don't do that. Hey, not to backtrack, but did you have you noticed all the routing through the element 280 pairs? I've looked at a lot of transactions and been like, wow, look at how much is routing through the element 280. There's so many pools. It's a lot. Yeah, it's awesome. There's so much arbing going on. And correct me if I'm wrong, but everything that goes through those pairs is paying a buy and a sell tax, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So all that arbing is just feeding the element 280 system. Yeah.
Because with element 280, it's so during the mint phase is 16% tax. So it's 16 in, 16 out. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's
and then
bonkers.
After that 28-day phase, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just like, that's bonkers. And the ARBs are still doing it. Like they're still finding the profit to keep doing it. Because there's so much being routed through there. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I think it's brilliant because if you guys own the NFT, you're going to get 12.8% of that. And then it's going to drop down to 2.4%. And then it's just going to keep burning. And then once you get to that 4%, it's going to be standard. So I love checking out and also just looking at the E280 chart. Something actually is interesting forming on the price chart. You can actually slowly see the price floor settle out. So we came up and then, there's an ARB opportunity and then came down. A lot of people were freaking out about this, but I thought it was just, peas and carrots, in my opinion. And if you just look at this, how it's just trading sideways, it's actually forming this price floor. Well, let me get the Titanx pair because it'll be easier to see with the Titanx pair, not the Dragon X pair. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the thickest. This is going to have the thickest liquidity. So this is one thing I learned from PDI and Atropa. If you just take the token and then you look at the base pair, so Titanx, you can kind of see how this is slowly starting to arc up a little bit. This is the ever expanding price floor. And this is what you can use for Atropa and PDI when that developer created their approach to adding value to the Pulsion ecosystem. So yeah, man, overall, shout out to the dude. Excited to see how this plays out. And like I said, I still think Helios is a massive sleeper with all those funds going to the treasury. So Jake, we got day 369 coming around the corner. What's your thoughts on this? And what are some things that you expect?
Hyper-deflationary, baby.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Fucking finally. After this
Every
long.
time you say deflationary to him, he starts smiling. He's like, "Yee."
Same. That's the official start, man. Because it was always designed to become hyper-deflationary, and it's insane. Because when you look at the Titanx stats, right now liquid is below 23.2%. This is during inflation. So just imagine what this looks like with hyperdeflation.
You know what? Alien X, we're gonna make sure liquid gets to 8%. That's what Alien X is going to do. 8%. It's coded in the matrix.
It's coded.
So
we're down almost a trillion Titanx in one day.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it was at 49 trillion 200 billion when I checked sometime yesterday. Now we're down to 48.5, under 48.5 trillion. So about 800
also,
billion.
Also, the Ouroboros launch.
Yeah.
The Ouroboros launch has gone very smooth. So far, everything's good.
And now it's in farms. We should give it a nice foundation by being in farms.
Yeah, and
you're gonna have to refresh your page.
I gotta refresh it. Yeah. Here, sometimes the screen share gets jacked up. Okay, here we go. So Ouroboros, was it an LP? Was that 401 billion? And then Titanx, it's 1.6 billion. So smooth launch overall. Looks phenomenal. And then on top of that, we're looking at Bill and Titanx protocols, close to 22% of the Titanx is in it. And then the liquid supply is sitting at 23%. So I put a tweet about this last night. When we started to see the liquid go below the Bill and Titanx protocols and we start getting below the teens, it's going to get stupid, man. It's going to get crazy. That supply shock is going to be insane because what that tells me is the Bill and Titanx protocols is getting the most of the Titanx supply, and there's a huge demand from the build on Titanx protocols for more Titanx, and then that's when we're going to start to see a supply crunch. Any thoughts on that from any of y'all?
Yeah. Also, like a hyper, you can kind of include hyper into build on Titanx. Maybe I should just make it one big one. What do you guys think? Should I include hyper into build on Titanx, or keep it separated?
I personally, my opinion, I think you just include it because I think with the difference in hyper for someone new, they're going to get all messed up. That's just my opinion. But
that's actually a good point.
What about you guys?
That's a good point. It would be a little confusing to new people.
I agree with that. It gives them the baseline to jump through and start through. You know, you can go through Titanx, figure it out, and move forward through the system. And especially now, if you're playing around with $600 or whatever worth of ETH it is to start a miner, you kind of have to have some sort of idea of what you're doing, so you can jump in to Titanx and then easily begin to understand more of the ecosystem. So I think the way it's layered it's so perfect. Like I said earlier, it's just a perfect storm right now. And then up to day 369, here we go. Now we're really seeing the power of what this thing can do.
Yeah, so what I'll probably do is I'll include hyper buy and burn, which is hyper buying and burning Titanx because all the Ethereum buys Titanx and burns 20% of it. I'll probably include that into the buy and burn, and then include the rest into build on Titanx. It'll look clean.
Yeah, probably and then like you know, another recommendation. You know, you could always just add this here, and then it actually might be cool if someone took like another little pie chart and then just did the division of all the protocols together. Just see how that looks up. See which one has more market share.
That's interesting.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'll probably do that just below the leaderboard because we have all the data already. We'll just be loading it in a pie chart.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting because it might have to be I don't know, because if you think about it, you got Titanx locked, and then you got stake, and then burn. Maybe there's one just for burned, and then maybe just one for locked, because technically you can say stake falls in with locked and say with Titanx and LP. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. So
yeah, I'll spend some time thinking about that. Alien X also still needs to be added. I'll do that after the stream. So liquid is actually lower.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be much lower. It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm excited. So actually, technically, let me backtrack what I just said because I got confused with the color scheme. So yes, build on Titanx protocols has more Titanx than liquid. So now it's gonna get pretty crazy. And as we approach the teens, when I say getting close to that 10% liquid mark, that's when I think it's gonna get really, really stupid when it comes to that supply shock. So correct.
And speaking of really, really stupid, right now we got 595 y'all in here. We need to get that up to 888. So if all of you combine mass forces together and decide you wanted to share this link out on your Twitter page, or I'm sorry, your X page, please do that now, because we need to tell more aliens to come. We need to bring in more aliens. We're almost at 200 billion aliens. Come on, guys, share this thing out. Smash that like button. Let's freaking go.
Yes, sir. Great analysis, man. So yeah, good stuff. And just getting into day 369, I think what's going to be really fascinating to observe is the Dragon X and the Helios payout and how we have all that economic energy coming straight into the Titanx ecosystem. Because essentially, you basically have another 2 buy and burns that are going to be activated. Well, it's going to be more so buy side liquidity, but long story short, you got all that economic energy coming in, and man, dude, it's going to be crazy. And then the supply dropping, bro. I'm getting excited just thinking about this, man. I'm not going to be able to sleep for like a week. So I'm just staring at charts for probably 3 days straight. The Mo, any thoughts on this? My spirit animal. You're muted. Still muted. You've been abducted.
Once every stream, no matter what. I'm just tripping on the stats still. I was looking at Ouroboros. Ouroboros is already number 6 in total Titanx grabbed. It's 1 day old. That's gnarly. And then between the build and Titanx protocols and the burn amounts, we're almost at 60%. of total Titanx. I think it's like 57, 58%. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely bonkers. And I remember when something like this came out, I remember when Inferno started ripping across the chart, and when Inferno came out, everyone was like, I don't know about this. And then towards the middle of the mint phase, dude, it got crazy, dude. They got, oh man, it must have been like 1 trillion Titanx at one point or something insane. It was just burning. And this thing like went past Helios and then came back down and settled out. So overall, man, it's absolutely crazy. So
I still remember with Inferno, it was like 200 billion, 300 billion for like the first 4 or 5 mint cycles. Because I think Inferno had 8, 10 or 12, I don't remember. But then the last 3 ones was like 1 trillion, 1.2 trillion, 1.6 trillion.
Yeah.
The last one was the biggest one, believe it or not. It's crazy, right?
Which you would never expect. Yeah.
Yep. You would expect the complete opposite.
I remember that because every morning we got on posted, I said, GM, I'm so blessed to be in this asset before we went parabolic. And like the likes on it got up to like 200 at one point. Like we were forming a cult. It was awesome. The Inferno cult. So yeah, let me double check Alien X right now. See how much. Wow, dude, we're at 191 billion right now.
Nice.
Holy smokes. Let me refresh that. You know, to be honest with you, I will probably jump up and down if we get to 1 trillion. That's like the goal. And then a couple other people we were talking to, they're like, man, dude, we got to shoot for 2.08 trillion in this first mint day. So
I love it.
2.08. So
stream 24
hey,
hours.
you know, you could just make mints. Like make a minting protocol where you're required to put in 280 million.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll create a minting protocol on live stream for 24 hours to get this to that 2.08 trillion mint mark. Boom.
Hey, Chris, how many trillions before you start twerking?
I'll twerk at 3.33 trillion. That's what I do.
You know what, Chris? I actually don't believe you have a lower body, because all your streams are just upper body.
Yeah, I don't have a lower body.
I'll see your legs. I'll see your legs, and my brain will start malfunctioning.
Yeah, bro.
We're all actually androids.
Listen. I skip leg day, so I got pencil stick legs. You know what I'm saying? So this is how your workouts need to go. You need to do chest day Monday through Friday. Actually, no, Monday through Thursday chest day, and then arms on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday you just rest. That's the schedule. You know what I'm saying? You agree with that?
I just do pull-ups and dips. That's all I do. Add rope skipping.
Really?
Jump rope. Yeah.
Okay. Yo, like Trey Souls, man. Dude, this guy, like when he gets in the gym, he puts on muscle so quick. There's like 1 week where he was eating like 3,000 calories a day, and he got, how much you put on, dude? Wasn't it like 15 or 20 pounds in 2 weeks?
I was at like 199 pounds because I could never break 200, bro. But then I lean back out. I'm better. I feel better at 185. I'm shredded at 185. You know, and it keeps me going good. So I haven't hit the gym today, but I'm usually in there by I like to go by like 11. Do 4 hours of deep work in the morning. Hit the gym at 11 midday. Go play a little game later, and then freaking look at charts, dude. Just look at charts and study and find meme coins, find things that are branded towards specific niche audiences, such as Titanx. Is that boy Goo? Who's that? Who's that just stepped on?
Goo got the comment.
In the seed. That's my spirit animal, Goo God. And hey, Goo God, I need you to give the audience a lashing because we've got 34 likes. And there's 678 people in here. How's that ratio sound to you?
That's ridiculous, bro. That is absolutely ridiculous. Now we got like, subscribe, share it out. Let's go. Today is history in the making, boys. Let's go.
It's good to see your face, man. Because you've been in all the chats and shit. I'm like, oh, what does he look like?
Yo, Jake, nice to meet you, my brother. Nice to meet you, man.
Likewise.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Mo, what's up, Mo? I see you all over too, man. What's going on?
Hey Goose, somebody asked me earlier in the chat. They asked if I was you. So now we've debunked that.
Yeah, Mello, you can dox him. It was Mello. Mello DM'd me too. He was like, "Yo, are you Trey?" I said, "Bro, I'm Goo. I'm doxed. Look at my PFP on X, bro."
What is he talking about? Yeah, we didn't do it.
All I gotta say is, you know, I've had Goo God on two live streams. This is the third one. So when Goo God comes on live stream, man, that's a very rare occasion. You're more likely to see like an asteroid across the sky. The guys, please show my boy Goo God some love. He works hard. He chills hard. I swear, this man does not sleep. And the past couple of days, dude, you've been crushing it with the Alien X reposts. Like, dude, your engagement is out of this world, dude.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. The way I've been doing it, I've been following Jake, bro. Jake gives you all the alpha. All you have to do is pay attention. Everything that he says to do, I do it and I implement it in other things. I have seen nothing but success. I've been doing it since you guys streamed with each other again. When Chaos Chris and Jake, when y'all streamed together for the first time, what was it, 2-3 months ago? Yo, you guys sparked something in me, bro. And then I was like, I'm just gonna start doing this. Because I was like in a low point. So it was like just standing still. I started implementing everything that Jake Sharpe started teaching us, bro. And I was like, yo, this is like Richard Hart part 2, bro. Like I'm learning, I'm implementing, and it's working, bro. Let's go, bro. And that's how we came up with Alien X, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man. I
love it.
It's crazy, man. And hey, dude, you know, Alien X, we're invading Titanx from the 28th dimension from the planet Nibiru. So it just all makes sense, man. It's all code in the Matrix. And hey, like you said, man, I forgot to say, he commented down below. It's also a full moon today. So it just, dude.
Yo, crazy, that was not by design. That was not by design. The universe is guiding us, my friends. We're in the right place at the right time with the right people. And that, to me, that was just a huge, strong, like conviction, like confirmation right there. I was like, whoa, today's a full moon. It was meant to be. It was meant to be because I did not know that, bro. I found out, I think last night when I looked at the moon, and I was like, yo, the moon is almost full. I looked up the date. The date was today. I was absolutely blown away, speechless for the first time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And, you know, the funny part about this protocol is, you know, Goo God, he's 28 life path. Jake Sharpe, he's a 22 life path. Trey Souls, he's a 5 life path. I'm a 28 life path, and we'll get the Mo's coding later. But, you know, ultimately,
you want to know?
What's up?
This is not a coincidence because Eric is also 28.
Look at that.
Eric's 28. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Yep. Wow, that's
Cliff. I tell you this all the time, bro. I tell you this all the time. We're all coming together for a reason, and it's kind of cool that crypto is pulling us all together. Because I say it all the time. If we all went to the same high school with each other, we'd all be in different groups doing different things. And the way the universe works, and the way that we are becoming enlightened, all these LPs are just coming together, and all these different people are coming together. So it's the right place at the right time with the right people. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And one last thing, I'll let you go. I'll let you speak, Trey. So, Bad Sports is a 22 life path, and then Scott is actually a 33, which is crazy. So I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Oh, it just reminds me, like, you know, way back in our journey, bro. Something told me deep inside, I was like, we have to connect with this Jake Sharpe guy. And that's where it all began. And then I talked to Chris. I was like, Chris, like, we got to begin to understand this numerology. Like, I had known of it from my studies in the past, and I was like, we really need to hone in on this. And as Chris and I were going to see the Highest of Stakes premiere, because the verse got put into it, we were the very last clip that got put into it, so we were the very last credit in the Highest of Stakes movie. And when Chris and I were going to go see that movie, Chris was saying, look, this is how I'm going to get Jake to talk to us through numerology. And he used the numerology, and it worked. And Jake talked to us for the first time. I said, we connected with him, because I first reached out to Jake, and I don't think he knew, you know, what our intentions were as the verse. But the cool thing about the verse is that it's Chris and I's energy combined. And Jake, what is 28 plus 5?
That's 33.
33. And it's combined with Ox energy because of when it was founded. So every time we have confrontation in the space, it always disappears because we've always sought to just shine light on projects and give people a fair chance to explain what it is that they do, which is why we wanted to highlight what you were doing when you were being demonized, when the charts were going down, when things were hyper-deflationary. I'm looking at the Titanx charts now with some interesting indicators, and man, what we've been through and what's to come is going to be insane. So I couldn't agree more with like Gugad saying we were all drawn here to work on these things together, and everything had to form and it had to take time. It needed a year to develop. It needed time to grow, and now we're gonna see this thing go from baby stage to infant to toddler to full-grown teenager all the way into full-grown adult, and we might see it happen fast as Benjamin Button.
280 days is 280 days, bro. Like that's what it is. If you knew what you were getting into in the beginning, yeah, the short terms were fun and everything was fun, but if you didn't set yourself up properly to understand that 280 days is 280 days, now in crypto, that can seem like an eternity. Bro, I just pulled this gear out the box. At one point, I thought I would never be pulling this gear out the box. I thought I was going to be using it for work. Seriously. You understand? So that just goes to show you how much can happen in that span of time. 280 days is 280 days.
Yes, sir.
And all the people that is short miners actually crushed it. Like a chart might not show it, but basically everybody in Titanx turned out to do incredibly well. There was only one period of time where the miner ROI for miners was negative, and it was just at the bottom. And then after that, it was just everybody had a great deal. Which is why I also think this community is so loyal.
I remember. I was there.
Yep.
The thing was like when the miners started coming back in profitability. Well, I mean, they were, depending on when you did it, that you were in profitability. But as we started to see the price for raise and you saw the increase in the profitability, that's when we started to see the momentum behind it. And I think overall, it was just like a perfect storm. I think I still love Hyper because we'll bring up this super chat in a minute, but I remember messaging you that day and I said, dude, the math makes sense. I see what you did. This thing's about to do its thing. And then we planned this live stream out. And in my mind, I was like, okay, let's plan this live stream out. We did it on, was it the 200? We used some numerology behind it. It was like day 311 or something. I can't remember what it was. But right when we planned that out, I was like, all right, we need to get the momentum going. We put this live stream out. We talked about everything going. And then I said, guys, we need more live streamers. Live streamers started popping up out of nowhere, and we started going full blast. I think right after that live stream, I saw the Mo got his YouTube channel going, started live streaming, started kicking off, starting to get the momentum. So at the end of the day, it all just made sense. Now, quick question from Crypto Vic to Jake. Jake, what's the strategy or idea for Shogun? Is that going to be a thing still?
Yeah. Probably. I'm thinking about using the name Shogun for the hyper-deflationary thing I'm building, which will be backed by all the other hyper-deflationary things in the ecosystem and route through them. So I won't be picking favorites, but it needs to be hyper-deflationary. I like the name a lot. I just need to figure out the gematria behind the name. So it might be a different one. I'm still working through that, but it's something I'm working on. It'll be sick. I'm trying to innovate on the minting mechanics. So I'm working through the game theory now. Once it's closer, I'll announce it. But for your stakes, X28. Shogun will be the hyper-deflationary thing.
Awesome. I love that, man. Yeah, I'm excited for Shogun, see what you got roll out. And then last thing that was on my mind that I was looking at in Gugad, this is actually the 33rd week of the year when we launched Alien X. So
like I said, bro, we're being guided, bro. Right place, right time, right people, right energy, man. You can't deny it. The proof is in the numbers, right? Numbers don't lie. They never lie.
So this is interesting. Chris, you said you were an 11 as well?
So I'm a 28 life path, but I'm also a double 1. So my birthday's a little rare because when you have like 2 1s lined up, that doesn't happen normally. So yeah.
Okay, because the gematria behind Alien X is an 11, and the first vowel in Alien X is A, which is 1. 1 is the masculine energy and leadership energy, which you guys definitely have. So it fucking fits. I like it.
Yeah, and it's also
isn't double 1? Isn't that influential energy as well?
Yeah, it's the number of the influencer, and capital A is the 29th letter. 2 + 9 = 11. So
I'll tell you guys something too. I'll dox myself a little bit. The first letter of my real name is an A. Starts with an A.
Ah, nice.
There
it all lines up, man.
Yep.
Check this out. K is the first letter of my name. So that's the 11th letter in the alphabet. So we can do this. We can probably do this for hours.
We really can, bro, because it'll keep adding up and keep adding up, man. It'll keep coming back to itself.
Yeah, and quick shout out to Prairie Banana, always showing support, nicest guy ever. Really big
it's my
fan
alien Chad right there.
Yes, sir. So guys, please show Prairie Banana some love. Check him out on Twitter and the whole 9 yards. So yeah. 11, 22, and 33. Those are the master numbers, and then I'll put this out here. There's actually submaster numbers, and there's not too much information about this, but the submaster numbers are going to be 13, 28, and I can't remember. There's one more, but 13 is a submaster number, and 28 is also a submaster number. So, in this ordering, when you go through, you have to go through the trials of 1 through 9. So if you're 1, 2, you're like a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life path. You have to go through those experiences to make it up. And then the 28 and the 13 is like preparation for the 11, 22s, and the 33s. So Jake is a 22 life path, which means he's an older soul than me and Goo God. And then me and Goo God are an older soul than Trey, because Trey's a 5 life path and we're both 28s. So if we pass this lifetime, me and Goo God will start as 11s. And then if Jake passes his test, he'll go up to be a 33. So food for thought. Hopefully, hopefully the numerology guys don't come at me for that one, because that was like some hidden knowledge I figured out. So
I mean, it makes sense because there's a lot of history behind the number 13 and especially 28. So you can consider them submaster numbers.
Yeah,
you got to be careful too, bro. Some dudes in black suits that come knocking on your door and be like, "Yo, bro, too much alpha, bro. Too much alpha." Man, alien tech.win. That's it. Show them.
Hey, but the branding is sick, man. Like I see a lot of the branding on Twitter for alien stuff. It's great. I like it a lot, especially like the alien riding the bull with like the epic glows and shit. I love it.
Yeah, man. Those colors pop. And you know what's crazy too? We're starting to enter like another little alien meta again, just like in the public. Like people are starting to talk about this Project Blue Book stuff and everything else. So like the rabbit hole is just starting to get deep again. And like the last time when we had Alien on Pulse Chain, when it ran, it was when aliens were in the malls running around and doing all this crazy stuff behind bushes. Now the government's coming out. Mario, what's his name? Mario Narwhal or something like that. He said, "Oh yeah." Basically, the tweet that I read was them talking about Project Bluebeam starting to come to fruition, and they're already just not even planting the seeds no more. The seeds are starting to actually sprout now. And I was saying this the other day in my group. Somebody like my father, right? He's a military man. He's a boomer. He's a 9/11 first responder. You can bring him all the evidence about certain things being certain ththings, and he'll fight you to the death on them. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to get shadow banned. Sorry. So, he is starting to talk to me about like ancient aliens and pyramids, and they're out there. So I'm like, whoa, this conservative military man is starting to talk to me about aliens. Then that means they're already winning, bro. So this whole alien meta, like it's let's have fun with it. We got Alien X. You can't beat them, join them, right?
Oh man, dude, it's exciting stuff, and I love how you brought up about the alien meta popping up. And to be honest, it's getting crazy on social media, especially on the news. And if you guys follow like guys like Tucker Carlson, we won't go too political because I won't get banned off YouTube. But ultimately, because they're covering this, that is awesome branding just for Alien X in and of itself. So I think it's great. And then the other thing I really like about Alien X is it opens up the door for new projects to build on top of Inferno and also on top of Alien X, because now you can come out with different names, different aliens from the past. I've already heard some people want to get into something like Enlil X or something like that. So I'm pretty excited, man. It's gonna be cool, dude. So, and I know me and Guga, we have an idea for a potential miner, but we're not gonna put that out there yet until we get through the Alien X mint phase. But there might be something to look forward to because it's going to change the game, especially in this Memify space. So I'll leave you guys with that Easter egg. You know what I'm saying?
This is what we'll do, Chris. Right? This is what we'll do, because this is what I heard Jake say the other day. He said the minute one whale acts up, X28 is going live. Right? So we'll do the same thing with Alien X, bro. The minute one whale gets stupid and acts up, bam, something is just gonna go live. Nobody's even gonna know about it. It's just gonna go live. Bam, out of nowhere. That's how we do it, bro.
I love it. Yeah, no, we gotta do that. Yeah, we definitely gotta do that. That'll be a great approach. And then quick update on the number, guys. We're at 218 billion Alien X. 218 billion. So
let's go.
1 trillion day one. Let's fucking go. We can make that happen easy. Let's get to at least 1 trillion.
Yep.
About
at least
5% away.
At least.
Let's
getting there.
go.
We're only a couple hours into it. Let's fucking go. Someone wanted me to swear in the chat. There you go. I swear.
875 in here right now. We got to get to 888, baby. Let's share this thing out. I think YouTube's gatekeeping us. There's no way we only have 39 likes. YouTube hates us. You know what? That's fine. You got haters.
Somebody,
it's weird. It shows you the number of all the streams total, like in terms of your viewers, but it won't tell you the likes. It'll only tell you the likes on your stream.
I'm not going to be satisfied until we get to 888 viewership and then skyrocket past the firmament. The aliens have come to burn down the firmament and abduct all of the knowledgeable humans that know Titanx. Let's go. We're amongst the few and the proud.
Yeah, another thing that somebody just put in the comments. Just tell everybody Alien X is a conspiracy theory. That's a good branding angle. Another good branding angle is call it the classified protocol of Titanx. It's good branding.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to know? I'll give you guys an algorithm hack. If you start incorporating the word firmament, okay, into your tweets, it'll start bringing in all the flat earthers or the conspiracy theorists. It'll jump into their algorithm. We were able to do that with Alien on Pulse Chain. That's how a whole bunch of people that didn't know about Pulse Chain found out about Pulse Chain. We ended up becoming an onboarding project, bro. So we were onboarding so many people to Pulse Chain. It was nuts. And that's because they were coming from the flat earth community, the conspiracy theory community. So just start saying like, yeah, we're going to break the firmament. We're going to go past the firmament and stuff like that. And you'll jump right into the algorithm, bro.
You can do that with a ton of stuff.
Well, you know what's crazy about that firmament thing was with Adam, he was like, you know what, Chris, we're not going to the moon, we're going to the firmament. And he put out a live stream about that. And I was like, dude, I don't even know what a firmament is. And so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to put out a tweet. And next thing you know, the engagement goes like this.
Yes.
And I was just like, what?
Yes.
And then people started coming in. There's like people supporting it, people attacking it. And the more people attacked it, the more I wanted to put it out there because we got more engagement. So I just kept going. And dude, it went to a whole new level. So yeah, man, I'm all about the firmament or whatever. I had no idea what it was at the time, but yeah, let's keep it going, dude. I'm all about it.
Bro, I didn't know about it neither. Like 2 weeks later, I finally decided to Google it. And I was like, oh, that's what the firmament is? Okay. Like, I didn't even know, bro.
Hey, someone in the chat said that there was a news story in Miami that aliens were in Miami. Whenever something like that happens, you can be like, are aliens in Miami? I don't know, but Alien X is here on Titanx. Like you can tell into all those articles and all those conspiracies. You know, did aliens take Malaysian Airlines 370? I don't know, but they're taking the Titanx supply. Like, you know, you can do everything with this shit. Like, it's amazing.
You know what? Maybe we should use AlienX to onboard the flat Earth community. AlienX is going to break the firmament.
Yo, actually, it'd be kind of easier too because it's on ETH. So it's very simple. All you do is buy Titanx and mint AlienX. So it's a simple process. It's not like you have to bridge and do this and do that and -1 from here and only do V1 there and do all this no hop and no multi hop and all this. Like, PulseX is not user friendly, bro. At least on Uniswap, we can do that. And that's why I say AlienX is probably going to be really big just because, like, at the end of the day, people buy stuff from people that they like. And a lot of people like all of us here. You understand? So they're willing to just support if anything else. But if the process becomes too difficult, they're not going to support. But I know people that on Tron that don't know how to trade on HBAR. I know people on HBAR that don't know how to trade on XLM. Everybody knows how to trade on ETH. So, like I said, this could actually become something really good for onboarding people to Titanx, man. And I like that.
Yeah.
And shout out for Titanx starting on Ethereum in the first place for exactly that reason.
Yeah, I can't believe Jake didn't run the numbers though, bro. How you didn't run the numerology on ETH and all that, bro?
ETH is a 9, so it's actually relatively good. It's a 9 is a number of adaptability. As long as it's not a bad one, I'm in.
Okay.
Well, here's the other thing about ETH. So Metallic is a 28 life path, and he founded it. And ETH is one of the biggest chains. So the guy Woodrow Wilson was a 28th life path. He signed the Federal Reserve back in, I believe it was 1913. And there's a reason why he did that because of the energy. So with Metallic being a 28 and putting up Ethereum, and then also Ethereum is the shape of a pyramid. Don't want to get shout banned, but I'll let you guys figure out. Just look at a dollar bill.
Oh yeah,
dance in that line.
just look at a dollar bill, guys. And you know Vitalik has connections to that Russian-Ukraine region from a certain family that's from there. All right, I'll stop. But main point I'm trying to get across is no, we're not. We'll be good. But long story short, the 28 energy is very strong with Ethereum, and so it's going to translate. So there's other ways to do it. You know, if you look at Bitcoin and you look at the date, so Bitcoin B, 28th letter in the alphabet, and then it's also orange. Orange equals 33. Now that gets into like the colors and the energy. And if you look at Titanx, you add black, which is 11, white, which equals 11, Gematria, and then I believe green equals 4 if you divide it down. So it's 11 plus 11 plus 4 equals 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. So that color scheme has the energy behind it. So you see what I'm getting at here, Good Guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a lot, man. I just threw a bunch out there, but yeah. So.
And then you also have to take into play too, like these people, they're the ones, like they're the insiders, right? They're part of the chosen ones, right? And a clear indicator of that is go look at his mother's chain and start looking at all the names of stuff and seeing all this craziness, bro. So that right there alone is like, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, some adrenochrome harvesters, yo. I'm sorry, Chris. I had to say it, man. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I think we'll be all right. It'll just get demonetized. It's not a big deal. We're good. So I think, and also just add on to what you guys saying. So his mom's chain is called Metis, and then Metis, the Greek god that eats children. So I'm gonna leave that there.
Damn, so stream just took a turn.
Yeah, it's deep, bro. It's deep.
Oh man. I feel so bad because like usually on YouTube.
Hey, your money's safe. Your money's all right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're good. If you guys go on like YouTube, there's like when you get past like 4K followers, subs or something, there's someone that sits there and watches every single video from start to finish. So I feel so bad for whoever has to watch all the videos that me and Trey do on a daily basis. because there's just so much crap all over.
Aliens, Ukraine, Russia, MH370. Oh yeah, no, this video is gonna suck for you.
But we talk about Bitcoin, we talk about aliens, we talk about the firmament, we talk about conspiracy theories. So just that alone, that'll bring us back. Aliens alone, bro. Alien X, Alien Tech.win, man. Mint only. Yo, did you guys see the ratios? I seen them going from like 12 to 16 Titanx for one Alien X. And people are buying. I'm like, what are you doing? You mint 1-to-1. What are you doing? Oh no, but I want an LP and I wanted to do what you're gonna do. I'm going to mint 1-to-1, bro.
Yeah, that's
people
crazy,
don't get it,
man.
Some people don't get. Look, I think it's funny because, like, you know, we had Inferno and Volt, which were like, you know, complete mirrors of the same exact launch type mentality. There were different launches in the time period, but you know, Inferno was 8 weeks, and by like week 2 or 3, people were fading it. You know, that was the wrong time to fade Inferno. Volt day 5, they were fading it. That was the wrong time to fade in Volt. So, you know, if anyone's gonna fade Alien X before its launch phase is done, be careful.
Yeah, and just
that
that
should be
on.
good.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, my bad. I'm thinking out loud. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking like day 2, day 3, when everybody does whatever they're gonna start doing, and everybody's like, oh my god, this is terrible. They're gonna come in and buy everything like idiots.
Buy. I'm gonna buy their future.
And the other thing to consider is there's going to be a buy side liquidity from Inferno. Inferno is being burned by E280. Inferno's added to the Titan farms. There's what I'm speculating. We can't speculate with Alien X, but we can with Inferno. With the amount of economic energy going into that, plus the buy and burn factor from E280, Titan farms, and also Flux, there's a good chance that the value of Inferno is going to be much higher in the foreseeable future, which is going to increase the value of the burns. So if you look at the white paper and how it's designed, in the beginning, it's like you got the catalyst, but then towards the end, the value of these burns are going to get stupid. You see what I'm getting at? So.
I'll be right back.
You guys have another.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I need to step aside. I'll be right back.
You guys got another protocol. It's just like Titanx. Like Titanx, we're you know almost a year into it now. What day are we on? Are we? We're almost at day 369. I know. I'm not sure. We're at day 356. Bro, 356. We're 9 days away from a year. That's nuts. Titanx is death by 1,000 burns. That's what it's going to be. There's going to be so many buy and burns burning all this Titanx. And that's what all these protocols are now turning into. Because with Element 280 and with Flux, Alien X, you have all these added burns on all these other protocols. It's really wild how much is happening.
It's almost like, to me, today marks the day where we like solidify what MemeFi is really all about. And now that this has been established and people can see, and a smooth launch has happened, and we're not dealing with EVM, and we learn from our mistakes and we quickly turn something over, this is going to be like that, you know, pulling that sword out of the stone and starting something that I don't think necessarily any of us could speculate on at this point what it's going to look like a year from now, a year down the road. But man, it really feels like with Alien X coming out, we're solidifying those best practices in DeFi, and people are going to be incentivized to come do this over and over again. So I think that's why it's super exciting, and also to know all the coding is there. Like you said, Good God, we're being guided.
Absolutely.
But to that point though, like in a year, you know, how much Inferno is going to be burned by Flux? How much Inferno is going to be burned by Element 280? How much Inferno is going to be burned by Alien X? You know, a year from now, how much Alien X is going to be burned by other protocols? Each one of these protocols is turning into a microcosm of Titanx itself, which is dying a death by 1,000 burns. And that's what's happening to each one of these little protocols within their little mini ecosystems. And it's absolutely wild. You have this Inferno ecosystem building out It's going to be absolutely bonkers. Volt's building out its ecosystem, which is going to be bonkers. You know, Volt and Inferno, death by 1,000 burns. Alien X is going to be that, you know, probably going to be that too. I don't know what you guys are planning. You know, you guys have kept that real tight to the chest, and I'm super excited to see what will happen in the future. But I imagine that Alien X is going to be like everything else. It's going to be death by 1,000 burns. You know, like let's keep removing this supply. Let's let the aliens abduct as much Titanx as possible. Let's fucking go.
Alien X has a little bit more fuel to the fire too than your average BOT protocol because we have the tax.
Right? Oh yeah, I was gonna say 20% off the top, but yeah, the tax 100%.
A lot of people are failing to realize that tax goes a long way, bro. 2.08%. That's gonna do a lot for the protocol.
And just
every day, all day.
And just to add on to what Goo God's saying with that tax is when you see the price go like up, and then on the downside, that tax kicks in, and you're going to burn a lot coming down. So that's the theory with that tax. And if you looked at what happened with protocols, like I hate comparing to SafeMoon or these other tax protocols, because SafeMoon was like a scam to begin with, but when it went up and then came back down, the reflections on it was crazy, and then it turned out to be a sketch protocol. And then it's the same thing that we saw with you know, PTGC, Alien on that first initial pump. When it went up, the reflections were great, and then on the downside, that's when we started seeing it kick in. And when we look at a protocol like Alien on Pulse Chain, when it went up and then came down, it burned 24% of the supply, and then now it's starting to come back up. So it's absolutely crazy, man. Any thoughts on that, Goo God?
It's a beast, bro. It's an absolute beast. The only thing you can really compare it to is Helios, right? Because the way that Helios is just buying and burning everything, that's the same way that that Alien on Pulse Chain is. I love that protocol, bro. I think people should mimic that protocol. You should take that contract, fork it, bring it to other chains, and play with it because it's really cool. There's a lot of fun with it. The project gets gatekept. You know what I'm saying? There's whales out there that they're afraid of it. They know some of the inside information that if it was to get public, that shit, there would be a mass exodus from one to the other. But I will never do nothing like that. You understand? I just stay in my lane and I do what I do. But yeah, and that's why we have Alien X, bro. We're bringing everybody together. There's no gatekeeping. There's no unfairness. There's none of that stuff. There's no shadiness. There's none of that, bro. Everybody come rally together, raid together, get paid together. Like it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be really fun, bro. And that's what I love about Titanx too. This whole they say about guerrilla marketing, right? The effect is immeasurable. Like you could pay for marketing on whatever, and you could see the effects. With guerrilla marketing, it's immeasurable, the effects, bro. So that's what Titanx has. The community of unity is everybody coming together on Titanx protocols, on everything, man. And I can go into let's say the Helios chat and start reading about war. And it's like, what? You can't do that. You can't do that. Like look, I've been in PTGC since the very beginning. I cannot go in there and talk about other protocols that are built on top of that shit. I cannot go in there and talk about the amplifiers token that was launched by the team. Makes no sense to me. Doesn't. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to say it publicly, but it makes no sense to me. So what we have here with Titanx, man, is beautiful, bro. It's just really, really beautiful, man.
Yeah, I agree 1000%. And you know, it's gonna be interesting to see how Titanx plays out with these ecosystem tokens and altcoins. And Jake, I'm really curious, you know, you started Titanx with a vision with the miners, the buy and burn, the staking, and then you talked about the bill in Titanx. Based on when you first thought about this protocol, did you expect all this to start rolling out right around this time in this phase of the protocol, like with all these new projects and a big community all across the board?
No, I was hoping to, because getting this all out before hyperdeflation is like ideal scenario, because then we have a bunch of infrastructure going into hyperdeflation. But I didn't expect it. I expected it to be later on when there's like more value in the ecosystem, etc. But the earlier the better, man. Wait 1 second. I think my Twitter stream is having issues. You mentioned fucking aliens and the firmament.
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you, bro.
It stopped us. It stopped us streaming from X2 right as we passed 1,000 viewers in here. There's 1,020, and then now it's saying we can't stream from X. It's a problem on it. It's the Matrix attack, bro. Matrix fighting the aliens.
We just got attacked by the Matrix. Dang,
I'm sorry, guys. It was when we started talking about Vitalik's mom, bro. That's what happened. Fucking, Chrome Harvest. That's it. Now I'm a curse and everything now since we can't fucking get out.
Oh, yeah, whoa, chill. You're also streaming on my YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're back. Shh.
All right.
I think we just got back.
All right,
we'll be good. Powers that be.
Bitcoin is really good.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
Stocks are really good. Treasury bills, go all in.
Wheat futures, all looking real good.
Politicians are honest.
Kamala Harris is a great president.
Yes.
Oh my God. They love that, bro. They love that.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that. Don't do
They love that one, bro. They love that one,
man. And Jake's laughing from afar.
This is probably going to go down as one of the craziest live streams in Titanx history.
I had to come back. I was in the laundry room just cracking up at you guys.
I'm glad I'm actually was able to jump on with y'all, man. I've been getting invited to so many of these. My schedule be shot, bro. But I knew today I was going to have time. So when I saw the StreamYard link, I'm like, yeah, I'm jumping in, man. Pull the Titanx, get out the box. Let's go. Alien X, baby.
Yeah, man. And just quick breakdown the numbers, and glad to have you on, Goo God, because it's always fun having you on the live stream. And overall, we're sitting at 222 billion Alien X minted so far, and 222 billion Titanx and going in. So yeah, so I think the big thing right now that a lot of people are talking about is issues with gas fees on Ethereum, and it's getting to that point in the cycle. Ethereum's going to have a little bit of issues. I don't think it's going to be as bad as last market because of all the layer 2s, but I do suspect that we will probably see another uptick in minting once gas fees drop closer to the end of the day, probably closer to nighttime on the Eastern Standard Time, and that's when we'll probably get a good full scale how day one works. So
I'm blaming the mint on the high gas fees right now, to be honest with you. Because ain't nothing else really popping off, and there's no when there's a big move in price, then you can get big gas fees because either a lot of people are buying or a lot of people are selling. Nothing's happening right now. There's only the Alien X mint. So that just goes to show you how many people, there's demand for this product, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's looking pretty good. So good stuff. Now, curious to hear Jake and his thoughts on X28, man. How excited are you for it, dude?
I'm excited. It's just whenever the time is right, because the code is done. We did the first audit on it, and then the second audit we're still gonna do, but everything came back clean, very clean, like zero issues. So it's practically ready to go. We're just waiting for the right time.
Love it, man. Love it.
Get somebody to act up a little bit. Now you can whack-a-mole,
I love it, man. And the other thing I will say is when we go into other communities and start putting out projects and stuff, I'm excited to see what people will build on top of X28 on like Base or Solana or just any of the other chains, dude. Imagine if we get like another Memecoin type protocol like Alien X or Inferno and just send that thing to the moon. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see it play out. But right now, I like it being all on Ethereum because we're building the infrastructure. Because X28 is going to be based on Titanx, so the stronger Titanx is before X28 launches, the better kind of infrastructure we have on all the other chains. Because X28 is backed by Titanx.
Love it. The other question I wanted to ask you, so layer 2 infrastructure is becoming pretty big this market cycle. I think a lot of people are fading some of these L2s, and there's a couple that I actually really do like. In your opinion, do you think there's a future need for a layer 2 for the Titanx ecosystem?
Maybe. Something I've been thinking about. Maybe. But there needs to be innovation. Like, I think building an L1 that actually deflates is a big innovation. Because all the L1s inflate. Or are completely VC back with unlocks dumping on retail. There's no actual good chain. So, put it that way.
Yeah.
We're thinking through a lot. Because we can take this far. Because we have the community, we have the builders, the branding, the marketing. Like, we have everything. We can literally do anything. And it'll turn out great.
Well, and on top of that, you do have the liquidity of the ecosystem going back in, especially with time farms, because what Eric created with that, and I'm sure you both worked on it together. That's actually pretty big. And just my thoughts on the layer 2. The one layer 2 that I really like a lot is Blast, and I'm not going to get into the details of the technology, but the thing that Blast is utilizing is this concept of liquidity and using the fees generated from the chain and paying out for people that bring liquidity to the chain. And I think it's a very innovative approach. And I think that one could potentially have some disruptive factors, especially with all these layer 2s. Because what we find out with layer 2s like Base, Optimism, Arbitrum, they actually have a foundation/charity wallet that gets all the fees, and they use that to pay off the entire chain. But rather than Blast, they actually pass it on to the users. And I think it's a phenomenal approach. So in my opinion, I do see that there's going to be a battleground for layer 2s. And then there's a potential for layer 3s to start popping up. And if we start getting layer 4s, man, that's when I'm going to quit crypto, because that's too much for me to comprehend. So we already got the layer 2s, the layer 3s, and layer 4s in Titanx, and that's enough. But when it comes to like the mass infrastructure chains like that, my God, man, it's going to be crazy. Any thoughts on that?
I don't think layer 2s are actually needed. Not to the amount that we have now. Like, layer 2s are essentially VC money grabs. People launch a layer 2, they go to VCs, they raise a bunch of money, and that's basically it. That's the only reason they exist. A lot of layer 2s don't have any adoption. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this progresses.
Yeah, I like it. So I think overall, man, there's a lot of potential behind this ecosystem when it comes to building. We saw it start with the liquidity through Titan Farms, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see any more infrastructure being built on top of Titanx. So, dude, it's exciting times, man. So,
yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. How long are you going to do this stream for?
I was probably just going to do it for about 2 hours. So probably wrap it up in the next 15, 20 minutes. I saw guys do it for 5 hours, and I'm just like, that's awesome, all, but dang, dude, that takes a lot of energy out of you, dude.
I did a 7-hour stream, and Steve did an 8-1. Got to get those numbers up.
Yo, we builders now, though, bro. We can only stay on stream, but for so long, we got to get back in the background and start working, man.
Yeah,
more
man.
alien images. Alien
yes,
images,
sir.
secret, confidential, classified.
Yes, sir.
Bitcoin good, politicians good.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, man, we got to meet with the Mo, because the Mo is talking about doing a potential project. So don't worry, we'll announce that very soon. I'm just kidding. He's not actually doing a project.
Oh yeah, Mo X.
This guy's making me do a project here every day. He's like, "When's your project? What's the timeline? Come on."
It'd be crazy is I can see this happening. The Mo's dog is kind of like a pivotal character in his branding. I know the minute he announces the name of his dog, someone's going to turn that into a meme coin. I'm calling it right now.
Oh,
there she is.
The first stream I saw with Mo was with his dog in a car. It was not even a stream; it was a video on X. And I'm like, who is this dude? But he was spitting alpha, bro. And I was like, oh, this is a Chad, bro. And I give it to you, Mo, because through all these months and everything, so I have my notifications set on you, because you were always continuously talking about Titanx and everything Titanx. And I was like, all right, good. This is where I get alpha. And Jake, too. Yo, for all those months, I wasn't retweeting nothing Jake was saying, but I was liking everything. And as soon as y'all did that stream I was talking about earlier, I started retweeting everything. I said, it's go time. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, those were fun times in the beginning, definitely. Just I was like, when can I actually talk about this? And at the time, I didn't have an office set up, so I was like, the only time I'm gonna ever be able to do this is just fucking turn the phone on and do it in the car when I'm taking the dog for a walk. It seemed really stupid to me, but I was like, there's not a lot of people doing it, so you know, fuck it, I'll talk about it. And then I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. Yeah. So
yeah,
here we are. I'm finally actually streaming with a real computer.
I'm telling you, man, the Degens, like the minute you put your dog's name out there, the Degens are gonna make a coin off of it, and that's what I'm scared about. I'm scared of tweeting a photo of my dog and putting it out there, and then next thing you know, I see it as a freaking meme coin all over the Titanx ecosystem. I'm just like, oh god, here we go. So
yo, a funny thing is there's a lot of women in crypto, right? And they just run around with these anon PFPs and act like men, but there's a lot of women here, and women love dog coins, bro. I have evidence of this stuff. The women love dog coins. Even with this one of my female friends reached out to me. She was like, why don't you do like a dog coin? Why you love aliens so much? And I'm like, why do women love dogs
That
so
sounds
much?
like a check.
She was like,
you should do
she
a
was
cat.
like,
Why
she was like, yeah, no, we love the doggos. And I'm like, the doggos? Like, oh man, bro.
Hey man, maybe we just name it Doggo and we run with it.
I think they already got a meme coin with that name.
yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, no, it's crazy because it's a dragon year and the dog is enemy with the dragon. So this is not the year for dog coins. Like check all the dog coin charts, dude. They're not doing well. I was talking about Bill with Bill the Bull from Late Night on Base. He's like, dude, every time I get into a dog coin, it does not do well. You might get a 5 to 10x and then boom. So
we just saw it happen.
yeah. That's true. Wait, actually, I'm curious, Jake. What's your Chinese astrology sign? Well, you don't have to say if you don't want to.
Nah, that's too much doxing. Well, life path is 22,
Okay.
and the number is 6. So that's why I like community as much, because 6 is number of home and community, home and family. So like, I'm a big community guy, and I don't really leave my home. And my girlfriend is also a 6, so it's a fucking perfect match.
Perfect.
Okay. Home and family, number 6. I love it. 22-6. Okay. So that makes sense why you like astrology and numerology so much. That usually like the 33-6 and the 22-6, typically really obsessed with it. So
Nice.
yeah, man. So cool.
And
guys.
I think about it, 22 plus 6 is 28.
Yes, sir.
Coincidence.
Yeah, that's like the hidden one.
Nice.
Actually, man, you got me on a numerology kick today. So I guess it's because it's the full moon. Another cool hack. So if you do you know your lucky number? I know Gugat and Trey know their lucky numbers.
I was listening to something yesterday, but I forgot how it works. How do you get your lucky number? Isn't it your day?
So take your month, the first digit of your month, and then the last digit of your year, and combine it together. So, for example, mine is 35. That's my lucky number. I'll give you a great example of how this works. So, the Verse account, there's 2 Twitter accounts that work with it. So Trey has his, and then I have Chaos Chris, and we just share it through our 2 accounts, and that's how we post. Now, I had it as Chaos Chris 28, and then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna switch it to Chaos Chris 35, and my engagement just went exponential because 35 is my lucky number. So if you have a lucky number, passwords, well, don't put the numbers as password, but include it in there. Put in your PFP, put it everywhere you can, because that number is associated you, and only good stuff can come from it. So
okay, what is it again? It's the month plus the last digit of your year.
Yeah,
basically the first number and the last number.
Man, that's a number that I've never ever thought of in my life. For me,
you want to know the funny part? You'll start seeing it pop up now. You go to the gas station, you pump gas, add up the numbers and stuff like that. Just weird little stuff. You're driving on the highway, you look at the license plate across, You'll see your lucky number. Now that you know it, it'll start popping up. And sometimes that's how the universe starts talking to you.
I swear to God, I never see this number for me. You know, you ready?
You will
know
now.
what it is?
You will now.
11.
You will now.
11 is mine.
That's a good number too.
Ever in my life thought of the number 11.
Mine is 12.
I've never thought of that. Wow.
Well, wait.
11. Okay.
What? You never seen 1111, Lemo? 1111? You never seen that?
No. I mean, maybe once or twice, but that's not one of the ones I usually see.
Dude, I see it like 5 or 6 times a day. It drives me nuts. 1111, 35.
I mean, now I'm gonna fucking see it. Now 11's gonna be all over my life. I'm never gonna get away from it now.
Yeah. And then Trey, yours is 13, right? Yeah, 13, the number in the matrix. So 13, it's crazy.
Conquer the matrix, baby. Conquer the matrix. And I got a good relationship with God, so that's about all I need.
There you go.
Yo, good karma, bro. That's all you need to have to be successful is good karma. That is it. People ask me all the time, you know, IRL and everything else. Yo, how do you do it? How you successful? How you this? How you that? Keep good karma. That's it. Everything in life is like a bank account. You get out what you put in. You put good energy into the universe, it gets reciprocated. And the same with bad. So just keep really good karma. Try to do good no matter what. If you did things wrong, try to right them. And that's it. Just have really good karma and everything else will come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, man, I'm one of those guys that I can pick up anything and be really good at it. So it was just a matter of finding something to become good at. And for me, that was video editing. That was being in the background. That was trying to make the right connections in the industry. That was trying to understand Pulse Chain for everything that it was. That was basically what Chris and I have done, is just conquer everything that we try to step into. So at first it was Pulse Chain, conquered the ecosystem, felt the ecosystem lagging, and then turn our attentions to what needed attention next, what needed coverage. We just wanted to be, journalists. And so a lot of the branding and things that go on in the background, that's what I was good at. It wasn't necessarily the technical trading, but now I'm picking up technical analysis and being able to grow in this. So look, man, I think the best approach to crypto is that light approach. That's why I incorporate light with all the designs, because we shine a light, bro. That's the point. That's the point. And so if we want to be a light in the space, we got to be on a fair launch protocol. That's where we want to launch our product. That's where we want to be. We want to be around those people. So, that's what we learned through our journey. And, Chris and I were the perfect mesh of technical and non-technical. And we needed that to be able to form, what we're doing here at the Verse. So, dude, we're just glad to be here and to grow, and we're, to learn with tools like numerology and astrology, and then be able to use those things to our advantage. So I definitely see that as an advantageous thing, and I've seen how it's worked. So, the more you can learn about that, I think the better off, the more self-improvement you can do, the better you're going to be. So out of all of it, crypto has turned me into giving me purpose and helping me find that deeper purpose in life. So, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with crypto. Crypto is that means to an end. To the things like Jake said, very involved in community. I want to find me a 6 as well, Jake. I'm jealous. So I'm glad, bro. I'm glad to hear you're all set up over there.
6 is for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how many guys would wish their wife was a 6. I mean, I wish my wife was a 10. You know what I mean?
Trust me, she's a fucking 10.
Nah, yeah, my wife's a 10 too. Just in case she's listening, my wife is a 10. I love you, my love. You a 10.
You guys gonna get so much trouble.
Jake's gonna go off stream, and his girl's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I'm a 6." Like,
you know what she's gonna say? She's gonna be like, "I'm only a 10. I should be a 12 out of 10. God damn it!"
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. 12.
10,
Lucky
10's for basic bitches. I'm better than that.
I love it. Love it. Yeah, and then the other thing I'll put out there, man. There's a lot of stuff thrown out there. Your day that you were born in the year, that's also extremely important. There's also a number associated behind that. So if you look at whatever day you're associated with, so for example, I'm born on the 6th and 9th day of my year in the 3rd month, 369, and that's why it's the verse 369, which is the hidden 33. So
nice.
So yeah, so some food for thought. All right, I'm done with the star pattern stuff and whatever, but hopefully you guys learned a lot. So
I mean,
somewhere in this world, Ali's banging his head.
Huh?
Somewhere in this world, Ali's banging his head right now. It's like, oh, stupid numbers.
I bet you Ali's is a 3 life path. I would not be surprised if he's a 3. So
that would make sense.
Ali is an NPC here to just mess with us all, bro.
Hey, but we have a lot of good numbers. Like Josh from Blaze is also 22. That's why we just vibe so good, man. All these numbers just naturally attract, even if you don't know about numerology. Like, for example, if somebody is your enemy sign, you'll naturally feel less attracted towards them. Not in like a sexual way, but like just energy-wise, you'll feel repelled subconsciously. So all these numbers fucking just come together perfectly. I love it. It's the universe, man. You just need to understand it. Once you understand it, you can put the pieces together. Otherwise, the pieces just work without you knowing they're working.
Yeah.
Yo, there's always been people out there that they don't like me for no reason whatsoever. I'm one of the nicest people you could ever meet, right? And there's just some people out there that they hate me, like they really hate me, and I can't get it. I can't get it. I don't understand it. I've even tried to like reverse that. You can't. And when Chris broke it down to me, I said, now it all makes sense. I'm not even gonna try no more. I'm just gonna stay away and avoid these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the big thing with the numerology astrology thing that hit me hard was when I was in elementary school. I would always notice these numbers, and I did a lot, and I would get in trouble, and I would go in the library and just read like these books on like Einstein and Max Planck's and whatnot, because I had nothing else to do and I didn't have any phones or electronics. And so I started noticing these numbers, and I started debating with my teachers that, hey, you know, I think there's something to this. I think we live in a simulation, and my teacher style is crazy. So they try to put me on these like these mental drugs or whatever. And my grandfather found out about it, and he was just like, yo, you're not taking this stuff. And he pulled me out of school and chewed my teachers out. And then once it like started popping up in 2019, I started learning more about it. It all made sense. And it just falls in line with what you guys said. Why someone doesn't like you, why you're more likely to be friends with one other person, why you do so well this year or this time of the year or this time of the day, and you just match it all up. It just makes life so much. It makes life make sense for me, and I'm just glad all you guys agree with me, because I thought it was crazy for so many years. So
no, it makes sense, bro. Because even the people that you click with, like they'll just be naturally drawn to you. I can go anywhere in the world, bro. Anywhere in the world. And I can immediately develop a little click. I can go to a club, I can go to a bar, I can go to just a regular IRL outing, and I can already establish like 2 or 3 people little click. And these people just come to me and they'll start asking random questions or whatever. The next thing you know, my wife is talking to the other wife, and then and it's like that's just how it happens, bro.
Yeah. So
hey, if anyone's wondering where this stream went, this is Alien X. I don't know what you expected, but numerology.
Alien Tech.win, man. But that's the thing, bro. We just vibing, bro. Especially me, Chris, Trey. Like we always just talk, so it's just bros on the phone, basically. Jake, I feel like I know him because I see every single one of his streams. I can give you all the alpha. You know what I mean? Mo, the same thing. So it's like a bunch of bros just chilling, bro. But yeah. Alien Tech.win 1-to-1. Today will be your best ratio. You buy it in the LP. I think it's like a 12-to-1 ratio right now. It doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, man. Alien Tech.win. Mint.
Yes, sir. And ultimately, this is a great live stream. We got a lot of videos out on how this process works. We're going to continue to put videos out. Me and Trey will continue to do live streams to discuss what's going on in the ecosystem. This was just like a kickback, like Guga was saying, and every live stream I always go on charts and do all this stuff, but it was just cool just to chill and just talk and get into the numerology and astrology. And in my opinion, I think we should do like a live stream just dedicated to numerology, astrology. We bring on Guga, Trey, Mo, and Jake. We just sit here and we just talk about this stuff for like an hour or something. So I don't know if you guys are up for that, but let me know.
Yeah.
But ultimately, guys,
to talk about what Guga was saying. It's so funny because like when you watch him, because even I have it, when I watch people on stream, after a while, you kind of just feel like they're homies. Because you hear them talk all the time, so you feel like you get to know their personality. Because I had this once. I was watching somebody on stream, and then all of a sudden we hopped on a call. And this was before I ever started YouTube and stuff. And I started talking to them like they were a friend. And then halfway through, I was like, wait, this person has never fucking seen my face. But I knew everything about them. So it's like the parasocial thing. It's so interesting. Because I felt like we have conversations for hours and shit. He's like, wait, a little bit of context? It was like a one-way thing.
You're talking to the guy like you had lunch with him yesterday. You're like, oh, yeah, you're not actually. Yeah, my bad. Let me explain that. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what I'll say is when we do an in-person meetup, that's when it's going to get really, really crazy because you see all these guys on screen, you talk to them on the phone, but you never met them in real life. That's where it gets like, whoa, dude, this is insane. Because like every time we had to do an in-person meetup, I look at a guy and be like, dang, dude, I didn't realize he was so short. Or like, man, dude, this guy's really tall. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff.
That's exactly what I was thinking, bro. Like everybody just tell me your height right now, so this way I know to expect when I get there.
Apparently, Eric is super tall. I'm like 180 centimeters. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how that stuff works out. So, but yeah, guys. Well, hey, man, I think we're coming up on 2 hours, so I think we covered everything. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Alien X, baby, here to break through the firmament. Let's go. Alien Tech.win, mint. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Right now, there's 1,210 people, the most we've had in here ever. 1,210 on stream. That shows you the power of working together. That's the proof of community work right there. Let's go. Smash this. 229 billion.
Yes, sir.
Dude, what?
229 billion, baby. So we're getting.
When we jumped on, it was like 117, right?
Yeah,
quarter of a trillion almost. That's legit.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man, we're getting close to that 25% mark. You know, we got 2 goals. First one is the trillion mark, and the second goal is the 2.08 trillion.
That's my only goal. That's my only goal. 2.08 is my only goal, and I think that's even low, bro, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well,
oh yeah.
Hey, man.
2.08, I'm agreeing, is totally low.
You know what? We're going for 28 trillion. There's 48 trillion in liquid. We're going for 28 trillion.
Maybe go up to 2.8 first before you move the decimal over another one.
It's all or nothing. Mo, it's
Let's
all or
go.
Look, the aliens are going to abduct all this Titanx. So you guys, I hope you have enough Titanx. I hope you have enough Inferno. I hope you have enough Alien X. Because they're going to
We gave them fair warning, bro. I don't even feel bad at all. We've been warning people for at least 2 weeks. You do not have enough Titanx. You do not have enough Inferno. And they were just like, what? Huh? Well, now you can mint, baby. AlienTech.win. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
It's so funny because everybody in the comments kind of understands a lot of the things that we talked about, which is interesting because I feel like everybody that is really into crypto has had that, wait, everything's a fucking scam moment. Well, like the traditional systems. You get into crypto and you're like, oh, this is fun, you know, little PFPs, and you start trading a little bit, etc. And then once you get that, wait, everything's a fucking lie and a scam, that's when you're like, okay, crypto is the only way. Everybody has that one moment. And that's me learning about like the Fed, etc. I was like, okay, everything's a scam. Fuck.
Self-custody is the only way, bro.
Don't get me started.
Yeah,
self-custody is the only way.
Yeah, you know, and when you learn about the Fed, and you like, I agree, man. And at the end of it, you come to the conclusion money isn't real, and then that's when you go crazy into crypto, and you're like, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. So I'm pretty sure everyone in Titanx understands that, and at least with the Titanx ecosystem, gives you a fair shot, in my opinion. And not only we have development, we have a lot of excitement coming in. We're getting out to other communities, and I think once we have all these projects launch, we got Alien X today. Oh yeah, let me shout out a few projects before we leave. So Alien X launched today. We got Lotus on the 26th. Morpheus is going to be coming right around the corner. A lot of shit hasn't been expected, but please, Morpheus is going to be a phenomenal protocol. Definitely want you guys to check that out. Am I missing any guys? Those are the only two that come to mind. We got X28. That's going to be right around the corner as well. We got potential Shogun. That might change the name.
Warp.
Jake Sharpe's going to be launching that. Warp is coming out.
Matrix.
Matrix, yes. Mike Dean's got the Matrix coming out. This is going to be a phenomenal protocol. We got Goat X coming out. It's going to be building on top of Inferno. Shout out to Irish Crypto. So that was like 7. Dang, I missed a lot.
Family
Viper,
right there.
Viper, the wheel, scale. I'm cheating. I have the hub.
Okay.
Oh, and
okay,
Phoenix Protocol. Phoenix Protocol is Kalem's. That's that new streamer. He's starting the Phoenix Protocol.
Did he announce everything behind the protocol yet?
All I see is that it's up on
is.
Titanx hubs. So I talked with him a little bit off stream, and I will shut my mouth and not give up anything.
Yeah, I spoke with him about Phoenix a couple weeks ago, and just first off, Caleb, he's a new streamer. Actually, let me pull up his Twitter real quick. But this kid built a phenomenal protocol on top of Titanx. He's getting into streaming. He's really ambitious, and he's got my full support. And I definitely want to get him on live stream one day. But you guys get a chance, follow him because he's going to be putting up the Phoenix protocol. He's getting a lot of help from Mike, and I think this is one that every single one of you guys should be checking out because the utility is very different from what we've seen in the past. So shout out to Caleb, and then Baby Dragon X. They're also coming out with their scale protocol. So that is actually launching as well. They're getting through the marketing. This is also another layer 2 to the Baby Dragon X protocol, and I believe it's going to be a layer 3 to Dragon X. So this is something to keep your eye on. Shout out to the Baby Dragon X community. And then Irish Crypto right here. He's going to get Goat X out, and so we're going to get more details about what's coming out with here. But please, check out Irish Crypto at Irish Crypto 4. Phenomenal protocol. He's going to come out. It's going to build on top of Inferno. Okay, so we got
the Inferno Boys Club right there, bro.
Yes,
Ali's
sir.
launching X Wars.
X Wars, yes. Ali, our boy Ali.
So much
X Wars coming out.
Fucking hell. I love it.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. So I think we got all the projects there.
Picture.
That was a lot. That was like 8. That was probably 8 or 9 new ones coming out. So really excitement. And hey, like I said, if you're in the Titanx community, if there's a new protocol coming out, please show your support. You don't necessarily have to get into every single new protocol, but the best thing you can do is show your support, put positivity out in the universe, because as a wise man once said, named Goo God, it always comes right back at to you guys. So guys, that's it for the live stream. Any last words from anyone on the panel?
Yeah. You said you don't have to take part in everything, but I'll tell you what, I will say, put a little bit of something and just a little bit of something in every one of them, because you never know which one's popping off, and hardly any of these things happen. So you never know. Not financial advice. Do what you will. We're just guys all talking, but I would, experiment a little bit, but you may need more fresh powder. Don't use your Titanx. Get more.
Yes, sir. What about you, Jake? Any last words, my man?
I'm actually kind of curious. This is just like a panel question. What percentage of your Titanx portfolio isn't built on Titanx and Titanx? I'm around 70% built on Titanx, 30% Titanx.
I'm 28%. Go ahead.
I'm actually 50-50 to be honest with you, because everything that I put inside the protocols, I bought it all back because it just mentally it wasn't doing well for me. I did not like seeing my Titanx not be there. So I just rather let these protocols play out, do what they're gonna do, and still have that initial Titanx. So I allocated more capital. So I'm actually 50-50.
I don't have any liquid whatsoever. The only way I can get liquid Titanx is for my Blaze payouts, the 369 payout, and then buy more with the Ethereum. All my Titanx is still in miners or staked. I have a bunch of Dragon X, but then if you ask me the total allocation of all of it, at least 50% built on Titanx.
Chaos?
At least.
So me and Trey, it's about 28% in Titanx, and then about 72% in the bill on Titanx protocol. But that 28% was from where we initially started. So we do the ratio trading really well. And our goal is to get more Titanx, but I'm also looking at protocols like DragonX, Inferno, Blaze, Helios, and now I'm getting to the point where I want to be whales into every single one of these protocols. So
exactly.
I think it comes into it's a really hard approach, but me, Gugat, and Trey, we're degens at heart. We know how to like really look at markets. We know how to get our initial out. We know what's going to click, what ain't going to click, and we always have we got Viber Finance up in here. What's up, brother? How we doing? So
let's go, my Chad.
Yes,
yo, how you feeling, man? Yo, I appreciate that. My brother is sick over there and still jumped on stream with us. Let's go, Alien X Chad.
Bro, I saw you guys on here.
You muted, bro. Can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Oh, he's good. I can hear him. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, it's good.
I can't hear him.
Bro,
yeah, you're good.
you broke ETH. I can't even do a transaction. 101 Gwei right now.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, congrats on the launch.
Oh, now I can hear you. Let's go. Clean, baby, right. Clean.
So just to finish up with what I was saying earlier, when it comes to how we trade and whatnot, we always get our initial out, and then we have like a profit taking strategy, and we used it a little bit for Titanx, and I got to a point where my ratio went from 28% to 72%, and then now I'm more focused on looking at a lot of these protocols and judging it based off of who's the face behind it and how they're going to promote it. And I think every single protocol in Titanx has a really good team, has a really good face behind it, and that's who I mainly bet on is founders. Meme coins are just one thing. If you know how to trade them, you'll do really, really well. Most people don't, but when it comes to a clear-cut project protocol with a face behind it, works all across the board. So,
and something interesting that Jake said like a day or two ago, if you was to get into these protocols first day, first week, and just hold for like 3 or 4 months, you would have done better than pretty much everybody, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty extreme because I have an extremely long-term mindset. So usually when I get a position, I don't do anything. I just hold it.
Yeah,
and I've done very well doing that.
And if you think about it, everything's paired to Titanx. So let's say hypothetically Titanx would do 100x, all these other protocols would do it. And if each of these, and with some of these protocols where they have like a burn design, so if Titanx would do 100x, and then that said protocol has a burn through Titanx, and let's say there's no mint period or mint phase, then the growth of that's going to be exponential. So you actually get a higher ROI being in some of these altcoins, depending on each project, not financial advice. So.
Oh yeah, I made most of the gains through build on Titanx, and I'm still holding the positions. Titanx has done very well, but build on Titanx has done even better.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Hey, to follow up on that, I was looking at the Titanx hub just to check, and I was like, oh. I have everything. I hold every single protocol. I'll take it back. I'll be honest. I don't think I have a NFT for Titans of Battle, but I might. I don't know. At this point, I have so many damn wallets. I might have one of those. But I have every single. I have Hyper, Hydra, Helios, Volt, Inferno, Flux, Awesome X, Baby Dragon X, Legend X, Blaze, Tink, Element 280, Ouroboros, and now Alien X. I got them all.
You got JakeX?
Yeah.
I do have JakeX, actually. I have $20 in JakeX.
Dude, you're like...
And it didn't start at 20.
Listen, Mo, you're like the main guy for JakeX. They have you like in every marketing video. Like you're the face of JakeX at this point.
Some funny videos they're putting out. I had to do one where I literally just highlighted the bunch that I saw. They put me in a California Love video. Like that's the highlight of my life. That's it. I'm done. Fucking retire. I'm in a Tupac song.
That's what
they make the best memes, bro. They surely do, man. They funny as hell.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Ouroboros.
Yeah, Ouroboros. Yeah.
I said
I'll give them a special shout out. Well, no, it's as a special shout out.
Yo, so how do you even say this? Because I only heard Jake say it, and he says Uroboros. So how do you say it in English?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
My girlfriend calls it
Ouroboros, right?
Yeah.
Ouroboros.
Right.
I was saying outer boroughs, so.
You can
Hey, if you make a bunch of
whatever.
money, you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that like a Greek god or something?
Nah, it's a dragon or a dragon or a snake that eats itself.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they use it in a lot of
Okay.
like mythology and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I had no idea that existed. Yeah, I'm looking at it right
Croc
now.
made a
Ancient symbol.
beautiful one for me yesterday.
It's like an
British
infinite loop.
Oh, okay. Look, I'll show you guys. It'll make sense when I show you the photo. Because like when I saw that name, I was wondering, and you know, you got like the snake and then the loop, the infinity symbol, number 8. There you go. There's the hidden meaning.
Oh, that's tough, bro.
That's sick.
Yeah. That makes sense. And it's symbol of serpent, dragon, eating its own tail, representing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. So
is that their logo?
That's pretty clever.
No. This one.
That's not their logo.
one for
Jake,
me
reach out
yesterday.
to them and tell them to rebrand immediately, bro.
Hey, but he has a good logo. You'll see it when you go to the OREX site.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
It launched yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't been able to catch up with anything yet. I've been so busy with Alien X.
Yeah, here you go. I got the logo right here. I mean, it kind of has it. Just like it's like the dragon with the 8, and then I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
That's legit. That's legit.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, that's nice. What's the symbol?
Yeah, that's pretty
mean?
clever.
Hopefully, it means Ouroboros and not like stupid American.
Or like back room or something like that. Sometimes
I'm convinced. I'm absolutely convinced that happens all the time.
That happens all the time, bro. People will pick the letter just because it looks cool, but it'll mean something like, ladies' restroom. And you're like, what? It looks cool.
I love this. I love it. Love it. Love it. So cool. Hey, Good God, any last words before we start wrapping up?
I'm good, bro. Alien X is live. Alientech.win. Mint. Let's go.
Yes, sir. We'll move over to Adam. Hey, man, you came at a good time. We're actually wrapping up, but I know you've been doing some work with Morpheus. I know you have something called, I believe it was called like Titan Party. You got a lot going on, man. Can you just give us a quick breakdown?
Yeah, bro. Morpheus, you guys know about that. It's definitely coming very soon. Just getting some things finished up on the back end. The website is going to be awesome. And it's definitely not just going to be one thing. There's a lot coming after that. So it'll be really exciting. And the Titan Party with Steve DeFi, we all were able to see what Matty Allen did with the Pulse and Hex parties and meetups and conferences, and how beneficial that was, and how good of a time people had just being there in person, all meeting each other. So I feel like we need to bring that to this community. So Steve and I are going to try to organize that. We're figuring out the best way to make a good protocol around it, not just a meme coin. Jake has some good input to it a week or so ago. So that'll be coming here at the white paper in the next couple of weeks. So we're gonna hopefully, after having 100x or more, have some money to be able to come see each other and upgrade a little bit. So having a nice conference, having some good speakers there, doing it professionally, I think we can kind of set the trend moving forward for crypto communities and meetups and stuff like that. No one else is really doing it. So if we could kind of put a brand behind it and get the right speakers there, I think it'd be a good thing.
Love it, man. Love it, man. And hey, shout out to you for all your hard work. In-person meetups are extremely important, guys. Please follow Viper Finance. Please show your support, because this is the type of marketing and branding we need to grow the Titanx ecosystem. So good stuff, my man. And then the Mo is abducted. So first off, how's being abducted by Alien X? And then second off, do you have any last words?
They are treating me well. Yeah, everything's good, man. This is so exciting to be a part of. you know, what's the new number we're at right now?
I got it right here.
X, we're at 235 billion aliens on this planet right now. That's nuts. We're not even one day into it. We're not even half a day into it.
What was the supply coming out today? Like 500, you said?
No, it's wait. On Titanx?
Oh, Titanx. Yeah.
618 billion.
Yeah, you're a
wow.
there.
So a third of it already almost won.
Third of it went into this. Bro. We want it all.
That's what I mean.
We want it. If we get 1 trillion.
Mind you, gas fees are high right now, and we've only been live for 4 hours and 13 minutes. 8. Look at that.
But that's a shit number. That's like 4. So just say we've been live for 3.8 plus X hours.
There you go. 3.8 hours. There you go.
Love it. Good stuff, man. And Trey, any last words, my man?
Hey, man. So first off, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys for showing up today. This is a poppin' live stream. We got touched on all sorts of different things. 1,300 people in here right now. If that doesn't go show, like, as a testament to the strength of the Titanx community for people to show up at noon on a Thursday, 1,300 of us, whether you're sitting in your cubicle waiting for 100X so that you can tell your boss that you're ready to get the hell out. And, you know, it's so awesome just to be here with you guys. So first, just saying thanks to the guys in the room for your support. We wouldn't be able to be here where we are today without you guys' support and without this synergistic growth that we've had over these this last year. So really excited about the anniversary of Titanx coming up. Really cool to hear things like Titan Party. I personally was speaking at a conference last week. I said this on last live stream. I was talking to a guy who's been immersed in TradFi for the last 20 years, and he's innovating on that side, the VC side. And I got a chance to talk to him about Titanx for a minute, and it blew his mind. And he wanted to know more, and he wanted in because, like us, the guys who've been immersed in DeFi, you know, even as far as like Chris and I have been in some of the craziest like minor protocols, like the most ruggish of environments. People are sick of that throughout DeFi and TradFi alike. And so I think I am always a forward thinking guy. I don't like to spend a lot of time ruminating on the future, but I do see the future of Titanx creeping its way into the traditional finance realms, and there being speakers and people shaking hands in cross-pollinating with groups that we may not necessarily be thinking about right now. We are in the underground, and when this thing sprouts, people are going to want a taste of its goodness. They're going to want some of the fruit. That magnetism is going to continue to amplify, and people will be continued to be drawn towards what we are building here. The ethos remains intact. Everything is solid. So all I got to say is thank you for those forward-thinking ideas and motives. And, you know, shout out again, Lotus, Morpheus, Ouroboros, Warp, Matrix, Codex, Viper, The Will, X28, Tink, Legend X, Scale. The list goes on and on. The X Wars. These guys are no dummies. These are some of the smartest people in the world, all coming into the same place, brought together by magnetism, brought together by purpose. So can't be more excited to be here. I am the big thinker, big picture type guy. So these are the types of rants you get from me. I don't have to be so technical. Chris is technical. I get to look at things through a different lens, which is beautiful. So just want to give a shout out to all the audience members. Appreciate you for joining the verse. That's all I've got.
I want to give one shout out real quick too. To the Accelerate team, man. These guys are phenomenal, bro. If you have an idea and you really want to make something happen, man, reach out to them. These guys, they're divine, basically, when it comes to this crypto thing and building, bro. This Accelerate team is phenomenal, man. These are my bros for life now, man. So definitely, if you're trying to build, you reach out to them.
I agree, man. And, you know, please follow them, continue to support them. They got new products coming out. And once we get Alien X rolled out, I believe they're going to be working on Goat X. So that's going to be another fun protocol for you guys to check out and gets into the Inferno ecosystem. And lastly, all I want to say is, guys, please follow every single person on this panel. They put in so much time and work behind this ecosystem. The more you the more you engage with their tweets, their comments, and everything they do, the more people hear about Titanx, and the stronger the community becomes, the more growth we get. Until then, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.